This is 8 News Now, live at 4. Live, local, now.
And we start this half hour with continuing fire watch coverage of the York Fire burning in the Mojave National Preserve just over the California-Nevada state line. If you've been outside today, you've seen the haze. It's also burning in the newly created Abikwame National Monument. Thanks so much for staying with us here at 4:30. I'm Denise Valdez.
I'm Kirsten Joyce. That fire is at 77,000 acres, still 0% contained, although authorities say forward progress is slowing. We do have team coverage. 8 News Now reporters Ryan Matthew and Victoria Saha are standing by, and we begin with Chief Meteorologist Ted Florendo.
Hey guys, we are tracking, of course, those storms down there in that specific area. You saw Victoria Saha getting some rain down there, thankfully. Our area did get some showers too. We're tracking those showers. Live look outside. That haze is still out there. We need some rain over us right now. But let's get the latest right now on our valley neighborhoods, where we did get that cell just within the hour, produced some heavier rainfall down in the southeastern portions of the valley, specifically Henderson. Now moving up to 515 up near Sunrise Manor, up near those neighborhoods near Sam Boyd Stadium, Wetlands Park. But notice over towards the northwest, some light shower activity there too. As we zoom out, there's still plenty of moisture. The only flash flood warning is in the northern portions of Mojave County. Look at all the action here. Heading into Mesquite for you, gusty winds, lightning detected along with that. We're watching these cells here developing right now in Searchlight, where Victoria Saha is at this hour. Smoke tracker now, if you take a look at this, these are clouds, but see this haze that's moving its way upward? That's the smoke that's been enveloping our area coming in from the south from the York fire. 98 degrees outside right now. Humidity is up to 21%, but I'm watching the dew point, 52 degrees. That means the air is very saturated right now, where we could get some really good downpours. Winds light breeze at this hour right now. Your accurate weather headlines, we're tracking smoke and the monsoon storms. We're going to lower those temperatures, but the humidity is going to remain around, but it's going to be drier and hotter eventually. We're going to show you when that's going to happen coming up in just a couple minutes. We are tracking the York fire. In fact, we sent Victoria Saha down there to get the latest on that. And of course, at this hour, we need some good rain for that spot. And Victoria now getting some of that rain from that cell I just pointed out to you. Hey, Victoria.
Hey there, Ted. Yeah, definitely different scene than when we talked at 4 o'clock. But throughout the day, my photographer and I have been driving around, and we really were able to smell the smoke. In fact, just a few feet away from us, there were fire crews here to help and tackle that fire here, but they've left, and it looks like the rain is really doing their job and helping with this fire. But it's still a concern for the residents who live nearby.
Just spread all over the place.
Jim Esslinger is one of just a few living on this road in Nipton. The York fire inching closer to his home.
When did you start getting a little worried that it's getting closer?
Yesterday, I noticed last night that the smoke is really heavy.
Making for unhealthy air quality.
In fact, I had to turn off my swamp cooler because the smoke was coming in even through the wet pads coming into the house. So it's really terrible.
The fire starting in Southern California in the Mojave National Preserve, now spreading 77,000 acres, crossing over into Nevada.
I've been living here for 14 years, and this is the first time that I've seen it this close to home. And this is what I consider home.
I spoke with Mark Peoples with the California Incident Management Team. He says the heat is slowing crews.
The amount of physical stress on firefighters. You've got firefighters out there that are hiking into locations. They have over 50 or 60 pounds of equipment on their back.
There are more than 260 firefighters battling the blaze, with our Clark County Fire on standby.
Yeah, right now we do know that it could take up to a few days to even a couple of weeks to completely put that fire out, but hopefully that rain will speed things up. We were talking about evacuation plans. So far, there haven't been any evacuation plans set, but residents are expected to be prepared, and that's where Ryan Matthew is. He did speak to residents who were worried about being evacuated in Prim. Ryan?
Yeah, hey there, Victoria. No evacuation warnings just yet. We actually told you just in the past half hour about how those conditions, though, have trapped some of the travelers here in Prim. But what about those living and working in Prim? Well, this apartment complex behind me here, for one, it houses many of their hotel and business workers. And in the night especially, they have quite the view of a fire burning miles away.
I did see a little glare of the red, like it was a fire right there.
John Robinson is one of a couple hundred living near the Prim Valley Casino Resort. This red glow causing concern for him and his neighbors since the early weekend, even bringing back memories of being on the firefighting front lines themselves.
I smoked it before. It was like automatic flashback of working the whole thing again.
It's a little scary.
And those like Sean Sines say they're only living here temporarily, but those with deeper ties here say fire is an uncommon sight. And as smells of smoke ventilate through the area and heavy haze engulfs nearby I-15, some are concerned of an eventual evacuation warning. Those alerts had not been issued as of Monday afternoon, but those like Sines are preparing as if one is headed their way.
A lot of us are like, where do we, because most of us aren't from here, so where do we go from here?
Now, again, any evacuation alerts have not yet been issued in the Prim area. My photographer and I, we've been here since roughly 11 this morning. The smoke and the smell of smoke has really varied throughout the day. Despite that, though, the residents here say that they're all keeping in contact with one another just in case the situation escalates more than it is now. For now, reporting in Prim, Ryan Matthey, 8 News Now.
Thank you, Ryan. For more York fire coverage, use your cell phone camera to scan this QR code on your screen. It will take you to 8newsnow.com. Our coverage will be front and center, updated day and night. We'll have it for you again in about 10 minutes' time. Metro Police want your help finding this suspect related to a shooting on the Las Vegas Strip. The 8 News Now investigators first telling you a person was shot in the middle of the day outside of Caesars Palace yesterday. That shooting happened on the sidewalk, and the suspect ran off before officers got there. Denise?
Well, Kirsten, we're just a week away now from the start of a brand new school year, and don't forget that your student does need the proper immunizations. Nevada law requires immunizations for childcare, for schools and colleges, unless excused because of religious beliefs or a medical condition. Now, on your screen right now is a list of some of the times when you can take your child to get them done. This is at the CCSD Family Support Center. By the way, they do them there for free. And this Saturday, students can get school supplies, free haircuts, health screenings, a whole lot more. This is going to happen at the Whitney Rec Center. As we look at file of some previous years, you can tell it's been very popular, a little crowded. There is a back to school event from 9 to 1. Again, that's going to be happening this Saturday.
Boys and Girls Club of Southern Nevada offering after-school programs at its 13 locations from 2 to 7. It costs $40 a week. The Clark County School District offers transportation to the clubs from 46 different schools. Enrollment still available. There's still room. We do have registration link posted on our website, 8newsnow.com. And registration for other fall camps and events in Henderson opens tomorrow. More than 2,700 options are available, including before and after school programs, workshops, family events. Registration can be submitted online or in person at any Henderson Recreation Center. You can find a link to register as well on our website.
Well, a pretty popular southern fast food chain is expanding west. We're talking about Bojangles. It's planning to put down roots here in Las Vegas. Not just one restaurant, but 20 new restaurants. Now, the chain is known for its southern chicken, biscuits, tea. Now, there are currently 800 other Bojangles all across the country. Still no word yet on when the Nevada locations could break ground, but some sweet tea sounds pretty good right about now. Circus Circus celebrating 30 years of its Adventure Dome here in the Valley. The 5-acre amusement park welcomed its first guests way back in 1993, and since then, more than 1 million visitors each year. Of course, it's pretty much a revolving door of constantly evolving roller coasters, lots of other attractions, all under that iconic pink dome at Circus Circus. If you want to check it out for yourself, the Adventure Dome is open 10 a.m. to midnight every day.
If you're feeling lucky, the Mega Millions jackpot is now over $1 billion. No winner drew all 6 numbers. The next drawing is tomorrow evening at 8. If you want to buy a ticket, you have to cross the state lines.
All right, still ahead here this afternoon in Health Watch, there is a plea for skin care as dermatologists try to examine some of the darker complexions a little bit closer. They also have some tips when it comes to choosing the right sunscreen.
And here's another look at just how bad the smoke from the York fire is. The mountain's just barely visible in the South Valley near South Point and beyond. This is our drone. Our fire coverage continues next. Stay with us.